Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Superman. The trailer broke records for DC. It was going to, understandably, because it's something new. All eyes were going to be on it, just out of curiosity's sake. And then the buzz is what will proceed if they enjoyed it. However, here's some bad news, and this is just a rumour. So I'm saying just a rumour from the top. Apparently, it has test screened a few times now. And the buzz for the test screens is not really existent. As in, there is not really any buzz. The buzz is not good. It's not the high-end buzz that people wanted for this movie. So we're going to take a look at this. There's kind of two pieces of news about this. Two sources of news on this. Anyway, we've got the Hollywood Reporter, and then we've got known scooper Jeff Snyder. So there's a few things to go over here. Before we do, I've got to say it, and thank you so much to everyone who has. If you're a returning viewer and you're not already subscribed, please do hit subscribe. I can see a lot of you keep coming back, but that bell icon has not been ticked, that subscribe button hasn't been ticked, and it really does help the channel out. Also, just as a quick one, and I don't mention it, I rarely ever mention it in fact, I have a Patreon, and if you would like to support me further, because YouTube does their best to nerf the channel with demonetization, it'd be really good if you could check out the link down below in the description box and support the channel there. You do get access to hundreds of hours of content on my Patreon. Anyway, thanks so much in advance. Now, let's take a look at this, shall we? So like I said, two sources here. We're going to take a look at them both and just kind of go through with it all. I will say, on the topic of I guess it was a teaser trailer, wasn't it, actually? On the topic of the teaser trailer, has anyone noticed that it's appearing as an advert on YouTube now? And I do think, if I remember rightly, when it's as an advert, it counts as a view. I could be wrong. But I'm distinctly sure when a trailer is a trailer on YouTube and then it's shown as an advert on YouTube, it counts as a view, which, if that is the case, and just correct me if I am wrong, you can let me know down below, but I'm like 99% certain I am right that does count as a view. If that is the case, is it actually a record breaker? It's worth thinking about, isn't it? It's worth thinking about. Are the views being artificially inflated? Because I've seen that trailer a lot as an advert. I mean a hell of a lot as an advert. In fact, you may have even got it as an advert for this video, which speaks volumes to exactly what I'm saying. That genuinely could be artificially inflating the numbers, but you can let me know down below. So anyway, here we have this report here, and it says, rumour, Superman buzz not good following test screenings. Now this is the part which I'm surprised about. The tone is compared to Captain America the First Avenger. That was a good movie. I really liked that film. If the tone is compared to that, but the buzz is not good, then that's a bit confusing. Because that's a good film. That's a decent film. There's nothing wrong with that film, really. Like, it's just a generally pretty damn decent film. So I thought this as a headline really caught my attention, because they seem almost contradictory. But then also, says here, new details about Superman's recent test screenings, and unfortunately the early buzz isn't good. One source compares the movie's tone to The Mummy. But that's a good movie as well. So you've got tone compared to Captain America the First Avenger. That to me is a good sign, because Captain America embodies a lot of what Superman embodies. That's not a bad sign to me. The Mummy, however, yeah, I can see, I could see how that would be bad, because it's very of its time. That tonally is very of its time, and I don't know whether the humour in there would fit a Superman movie. But Captain America, I think, would fit perfectly, actually, tonally wise. So anyway. So the first trailer for Superman received widespread praise when it dropped last week. But we can never have nice things for long. Talking on the hot mic, Jeff Snyder and John Rocha shared what they've heard about the recent test screenings, and it's not great. For context, you may recall that on December 6th, the Hollywood Reporter revealed the following. We've heard from multiple sources about one screening in particular on the lot, and with his close-knit crew of people he trusts. We're keeping the buzz about the movie itself in our Fortress of Solitude, but we can tell you that the movie will be doing a few days of additional shooting in LA in the near term. So that's what the Hollywood Reporter says. That it screened and they were like, we need to go film some more stuff. Which is interesting. That is interesting. So Snyder claims to have met with a source who, quote, knew multiple people who had seen Superman and states, quote, the buzz is not good. I'm hearing bad things. I'm hearing you should be worried things. It sounds like James Gunn is aware of some of the feedback. Now that's not necessarily a you should be worried thing then, is it? Because if he's aware of the feedback, they've already scheduled reshoots. That sounds like they're going to maybe correct whatever it is. Depending on how long they go back for reshooting though, that's the issue. I will say though, tonally it's very difficult to change a movie unless you're reshooting the whole film. Just because tonally, you know, the dialogue, how things are paced, certain, I don't know, mannerisms of individuals, these kind of things, they matter. They are things which you decide before you begin shooting. And then if you've shot them, you're kind of stuck with them, unfortunately. So it depends what they've said is really, really bad. So now it says here that's supposedly why the reshoots are taking place, though James Gunn has said those are pickup shots and, quote, no scenes, no reshoots. However, another source in the editing world told the reporter that there are, quote, plenty of reasons to be nervous about Superman. And there's another one that says someone who's seen Superman, told me it has the tone of the first Captain America movie and the Mummy films. They said Nicholas Hoult is a standout and the film is decent, but a large chunk of the film was unfinished with only a third of the film's VFX done. That's standard fare for, you know, test screenings, to be fair. It's not really an issue. Nicholas Hoult does look like the standout in the trailer. That almost looks like his advert to, or his audition to play Bond in future, actually. It says this, it has the least amount of humour of any Gunn film, but there's still humour throughout the film. Most people will be satisfied with the movie, and it should be received well enough to continue Gunn's DCU. That's weird. He also claims Supergirl will be in the movie. I mean, we've known about that, so... I don't know, this is interesting. This is interesting. Very, very interesting. Then you top that off with the fact that The Brave and the Bold has been delayed as well. So, The Mummy, I mean, The Mummy's quite a humorous film. So it surprises me that it's like, well, yeah, there's barely any humour, but it's got the tone of The Mummy. Like, okay. That's a very humorous film. Captain America is a good tone to emulate, I think. I think that actually works really, really well. But there you go. Apparently there are plenty of things to be worried about. The buzz is not good. The reshoots, or the test screenings, sorry, which have now led to reshoots, is not good. What do you think? Something to believe or not? Let me know down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.